Hello, judges. I thought I would give you a short little video to walk you through how to fill out these Google Forms so that we can make this judging process a lot faster. Now, if you come down here and open up a new window, as you can see, I've got a window here. When you guys get logged in to the Chromebook and everything, you will have an automatic window pop up and it will have all of the monologues across the top and all of the scenes and everything like that. So I've set one shortcut here. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Now, if you look at your list, how many kids you've got, you need that many tabs open. So you can see right up here in the top left corner, I've got one tab open. I'm going to open up a tab. Let's say I've got 5 performances. I'm going to open up 5 tabs. I'm going to open up the humorous monologue for every single one. And I do that for every round that I'm judging. So the next round that I judge will be something else. It won't be humorous. So then I will go into that room, get on that Chromebook, do the exact same thing. So now every single one of these tabs is for every single performance. So you want to fill one of these out and don't submit it until you've filled in all of them, because you have to rank them at the end. Now, first thing, obviously, you put your name in, then they get up and they announce their letter and their number, and it should be on their shirt. So let's say they're A403, that you go A here, 403 here. Title of monologue, Stupid in School. Author is Brian Regan, right? And then you have to make sure to remember to time it. So hopefully you have your phone out or something with a timer on it, and you put the time in here. It's supposed to be 2 to 6 minutes for humorous. Some scenes are different, so make sure you have that time in here and don't forget to do that. Let's go ahead and say their time was 2 minutes and 55 seconds. So you go ahead and put in, instead of the colon like I did in the example I have above, I want you to use a period because that helps me on the back end. So please remember to do that. Now, if you're in the first round, go ahead and click first round. Obviously, it's just pretty self-explanatory. If it's second, third, or medals round, you go ahead and click the appropriate box or circle. Now we get into the actual judging portion. Skill/standard definition. This is all a rubric. There's certain points for certain levels of how they do. Character is consistently, emotionally, and physically believable. You believe that they were that character. Dynamic character choices have been made and are consistent throughout. They didn't have any spots where it got weird or you didn't believe them or anything. If they were like almost exact on that, then you would click that still and give them like 4 points. If they were perfect at it, give them 5, and then so on. They were not consistently there, but most of the time, 2 to 3 points. They did it sometimes, and then 0 to 1, they didn't do it at all. And then in here, let's say they got 4 or 5 points. You come in here into the comments. This is where it is crucial, especially for region judging, that you give them comments, because if they qualify for state, they need this critique to move on to their next performance at state. So in here, you would put in something like, your performance was believable and I loved your emotion. It was very funny. And then you go on to the next one, objectives, and you fill that out. Voice, you fill that out. Their vocal projection varied. Were they loud enough and everything like that? So you fill that out, give them some comments, and so on. You keep on going down all the way to the end. How did they do? Did they do well execution wise? And then you go through here, make sure you remember this, 2 to 6 minutes for that. Timing begins after they introduce themselves. When they get up and they say, hey, I am A302. I will be performing Stupid in School by Brian Regan. That is when their time starts. And then you look at the rest. If there's any flaws or anything like that, then you have to make sure and put it in here. Now, final score out of 25. You have to go back through this. If it's 2 or 3, which one was it? Was it 2 or 3? You have to choose. And so you go through and add all of that up out of 25 points, and you put their final score here, okay? And then once you've done that for every single performance, you've gone through and done that for every single one, then you come in and rank them. Let's say they got, 23 points. Then if somebody got higher than 23, they didn't get first place. Whoever got the highest amount of points out of all 5 of your performers, you give them first place, and so on. Here's a reminder, there should not be any ties for first through third place. Everybody else gets fourth place. Then in the timing issue, if they were under or over their time, you put that here. Rule violation, that would be a rule violation. Or if they were cheating somehow, like getting out of their allotted space if they took up too much room, that's rare, but it might happen if something was inappropriate or they were reading a script or something like that. You would put that here, but that would also qualify under unprepared. Any other justification you want. And then once you have filled this out for every single performance, that's when you hit submit. Now, when you're done, go ahead and hit submit on every single one of them, and that's it. That's all you've got to do, and then you go on to the next round. I hope this helps. Please let me know if you have any questions.